Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of GenShock. My name is Goldo,
My name is Messiah.
and we're here today to talk about an update on week 2 of COVID-19. I know COVID-19 has been an issue worldwide. It's a pandemic. We want you guys to be safe at all times, and please stay home. It's not clear yet. It says 1 to 14 days before the symptoms start developing, but still stay at home.
So
Yes.
how are you dealing with it, bro? This is week 1 for you, right?
Yes,
You're going into week 2.
Week 1, I spent it at home. I miss work. I miss work. Oddly speaking, I miss work. I actually went to Costco the other day, and the sight of people, I was like, yes, other humans, they exist. I was like,
Was it packed?
Not as much as I thought it was gonna be, especially because there was sold out a lot of things. So they didn't have much of the stuff that people wanted. But other than that, I was able to find things that I actually wanted, like food,
Okay.
toilet paper. People been saying they haven't found any, but hey, Costco got your back.
Yeah.
I was able to find water, plenty of water.
But here's a question: what's wrong with faucet water? Why are people buying bottles of water? Why are you buying bottles of water?
Me personally, I don't care. It's just in case the water gets contaminated. You never know.
Okay.
But I have filters at home, so I use that instead. I drink water from the fridge.
That's what I was thinking. Just to give everybody a heads up, the way we're recording this, obviously Goldo's at his house, I'm at my house. When we normally record it, I call it my studio. When we normally record it, but again, because it's a quarantine and we're trying to lead by example as far as, the distance.
Yes.
Social distancing, even though we're separate. We also, right now, if you look down, well, you can't see, but he's down here on a tablet, and we're FaceTiming. He's using a computer, I'm using a tablet, and then we're using our phones to record. Last time we had a little bit of issue.
Audio messed up, and it wasn't recording correctly, especially because of this screen record. And screen record doesn't record audio. My dumb ass forgot. But now we're doing better, and everything's picking up. We did a couple test runs, and everything's good to go. Hopefully, everything comes out masterpiece at the end. But thankfully, I want to say special thank you to everybody that's been supporting us, been watching the videos. I know some of you got mad at what I said about Bud Light that is piss water. I'm sorry, you. But
yeah, you got heat for that, right?
Yes, I did. I apologize, but hey, so I apologize.
It is what it is, right?
What can I say? What can I do? You go with this one, you go with the other.
Yeah. Well, especially on that feedback, we would like to thank those people that are watching, that are constantly asking us, "Hey, when's the new episode coming up?"
Yes,
so thank you for being very supportive of what we do, and we greatly appreciate it. We appreciate that. I know you have a lot of options. I know you have a lot of options on YouTube and any other social media.
Yes.
But we greatly appreciate it. That you're taking your time to watch us. And like I said, last week we had a little thing. Hopefully this time we're doing good. I know we recorded it. We did a pre-recording just to test it out. It was good. After week 1, how you doing?
Doing good. Playing a lot of Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing.
Yo, so what was the deal with the spider? Is it a glitch where you can collect a lot of money?
Well, no. So what it is you go buy some Nook Miles ticket. You go to a deserted island. If that island is flat and it has bugs, you just have to clear everything out. Every single tree, flower, plant, rock, and everything. Then you gotta start spooking away the insects, and spiders will start appearing. Once you catch a spider, the spider usually sells for 8,000 bells, which.
But it looked like you collect a lot. It looked like you collect 236,000 bells.
That's not even enough to pay my loan. That's not enough to pay my loan.
That's an expensive mortgage.
Yes, Tom Nook is a bastard. Let me tell you. You start with a loan of 5,000 miles. Then your next loan is 98,000 bells. Following loan, it's 198,000 bells.
So
for your house.
for the house that are you modifying the house?
Yes.
Is the reason why
Yes.
it costs more?
Yes, as you pay your loan, you get more space in your house. You start as a tenant, then you get a house. They get a house with 1 bedroom, house with 2 bedrooms, house with 2 floors, stuff like that. So
where you at so far? That you had 236.
My loan right now is 348,000. Well,
So that's a lot of
398,000.
spiders, bro.
I know. Actually, I just paid it off last night. Actually,
Okay.
I'm at the $500,000.
Now, I heard the time on that game is 1-to-1, like real time
Yes, it is.
and real time in the game.
Yes.
So is the rent due every month in the game, or
No.
is the rent due every specific time, every week?
The rent is due when you have the money to pay it.
Okay.
So if let's say
So if you can go a whole month or a whole year without having that money, but the only reason to understand again, the only reason why it costs so much is because you're trying to upgrade to the next level.
correct.
Oh, okay. So it's not like a mortgage you pay. It's you're trying to get to the next level. So you have to collect so much spiders or so much insects.
Correct. Well,
Okay.
not just spiders. It's just spiders is the easiest to collect because they spawn frequently.
Yeah.
But there's other items that give you more money. If you catch a blue marlin, they can give you 10,000. So
When I had the 2DS, it's actually one of the games I love playing, and I got into it. It was really really good. And fishing was one of my favorite things to do.
Yes.
But did you see Wendy's has an island?
I saw. We have to
Isn't
go
that
back
cool?
to Wendy's. See if we got a 4 for 4.
Isn't that cool though?
It is.
I thought it was pretty cool.
It is. And the game is fun. It's fun. It takes a lot of time, to be honest. To do those stuff, it does get tedious, but you will get rewarded for it. You do learn how to do special items like wardrobes.
Okay. Did you see? Do you know who Serpentico is? I think it's Serpentico. I hope I get that correct. The wrestler.
No.
Well, he's a professional wrestler. He had a shirt done. Somebody did it with a QR code, and you can get the shirt done on the character.
Oh, really?
I'll tell you who he is after, right? And then so you can show him some support and everything, because you guys love wrestling. So he was actually there was a good article, a good read on the local newspaper. I forgot the name of the newspaper. I was reading it online, and it talks about the struggle right now with the quarantine struggle right now of independent wrestlers. And he has been in NXT.
Yeah.
He has been in WWE. So he's done these things.
Oh, okay.
But the article talks about the struggle, right?
Yeah.
During this time, and he had a couple of gigs lined up, and then they started canceling one by one, and all of a sudden now it's canceled out, and he was expressing about that field and how they're struggling and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
which I thought it was a really good, interesting article. But his name is Serpentico. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I do apologize for that.
We'll find out. Actually, I got
It was a good article, and it talks about that struggle. Speaking of that struggle, it's crazy, man. If you think about 2 months from now, actually no, let's go back to December because it started out in January. But let's talk about December. December, we were getting through the holidays. It didn't even come to mind, but nobody thought that this shit was gonna happen.
Yes,
like this.
yes, it has
It's
grown
crazy.
out.
Life changed completely. It's the new norm, is social distancing.
Yes.
There's still areas that being crazy, like growth, right? I think we're up to 3,000 deaths, bro.
Yes,
That's
it is.
sad. That's
is.
sad as hell, bro.
It is. And it's just
Italy's
because-
at 10,000.
Wow. And it's
That's
really because
crazy.
people are not.
So
taking into consideration.
I feel sorry for those people. I feel sorry for people that are going through this. You could only imagine to add on top of the hardship with the a lot of companies for loafing. I think it's the word for loafing. Letting people go without pay, but they still have medical. They're still covering medical.
Yeah.
On top of that, you have deaths.
True.
So imagine being part of that. Like, it's just it's sad. It's some sad shit, bro. And you know what? My condolences goes out to those families that have lost somebody during this time. Pride. I would like to congratulate anybody in the field that is doing.
Yes, the nurses,
The nurses, the doctors, first responders,
Yes.
People like us that still, that are in the essential workforce.
Yes.
As far as that, we're trying our best. We do, we do our best in social distancing and trying to take care of the customer. But those heroes out there, like the nurses and all that, the doctors that are in that. I mean, how do we help them? How do we help make their job easier? Stay home. And I'm not saying like stay home like, and don't do nothing because you still can go outside, but that's social distancing. But I'm talking about if you need to go shopping, if you can't do it online, if you don't have access to do it online,
Indeed.
Go, but try to keep your distance and try to keep it, wear your plastic gloves, wear your gloves, wear your mask, don't go out there and spread it.
Yes.
What's up?
If you feel some type of way, just don't go outside, stay at home. That's gonna be the best thing you could do.
Even if they don't feel some type of way, the only way this is gonna stop or slow down from spreading
is if people stay home and
if we stay home. I know it's easier said than done.
It is.
Because it was mad funny. I was watching my wife and I. We were watching something on CNN, and we were talking about how people in Italy, how they're sending out messages to them people. And then one of the guy goes, I kind of understood it, but they also translated on the bottom. He was like, "Oh, now you're a marathon runner? Now you want to be a marathon runner? Now you want to go out there and do some running, and do some exercise? No, stay the hell home." It was hilarious.
Yes.
But it was just the message. Read between the lines, the message. New York is getting hit hard. The Comfort, the naval ship, the medical naval ship, Comfort is in New York. Mercy is in California, and the one in New York, as it was arriving, there was people flocking to see it.
Wow,
it's crazy. Like you're like, what? Like, how are you flocking to see it when you're trying to social distancing? You're supposed to practice social distancing. So it's this again. I know you've heard it before. You've heard it so many times, and through not just you don't want to hear it from us either, but it's the only way we're going to slow this down, right? Listen, they just extended it to April 30. April 30, they extended social distancing. Yeah. That's going to affect a lot of people, bro.
Yep. A lot of people will lose a lot of jobs. A lot of people
I was talking to my sister.
I
was talking to my sister. She was like, her biggest fear is, but it's not going to stop the electric from charging you. It's not going to stop from you paying your bills. And 1,200 per adult, it's not gonna be enough, right? And so a lot of people out there are also desperate and not I can't say desperate, but they're like
panicking.
They're almost out of panic. If they're not in a panic, they're stressed out because they're wondering if I'm not working, how am I gonna pay my bills and all that? So I went into the Washington Post. Yeah. I know I'm rambling. But
go ahead.
I went into the Washington Post, and there's some questions, there's some answers there about the stimulus package. Student loans that are backed up by Fannie Mae and all these companies, they're holding this. You don't have to make payments, and they can't charge you any interest and all that. I think I believe again. I read through it briefly. I would do the research. I'm gonna put the link on the bottom, so you can also go. So any link I read into, I'm gonna send it to you guys. Renters, people that are renting. I believe one of the things that they said I was reading is because the question was, what about renters? What are we gonna go through? Yeah. They don't have to. The company cannot. The landlord cannot kick you out. They cannot back charge you. They cannot do any of that during this time because of the effect. If you're affected, because they're backed up by big loan companies. Again, I'm gonna put the link on the bottom where I'm getting this information. I don't want to go quote for quote because I don't have access to it right now. But I will put the link, and there's hope. There's some type of hope out there. People that are lost their job because of coronavirus related are getting. Unemployment is adding another $600. Wow. To your check per week. So every 2 weeks, I get paid every 2 weeks. You get paid every 2 weeks. So I'm assuming it's $1,200 every 2 weeks on your check. So that's $2,400 a month right? So
for how long this goes, we don't know.
well, so far while you're unemployed, I believe, because that's we're talking about unemployment.
Yeah.
$2,400 in Florida, depending where you live, that can go a long way.
Yeah.
That pays off my mortgage. I'm still working. I'm just for those people out there that are on it, that lost their jobs. Don't lose hope. There's with the stimulus package that went out. There's stuff out there. Just go out there and sign up for it. Again, I'm gonna put the link on it. Speaking of the link, make sure you subscribe to our page. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell to get that notification.
So you know when we upload the videos. Videos usually go up every Wednesday, but when you get a notification, you'll be the first one to see it. So
yeah. So enough about me ranting and not ranting, talking. Trying to send out some information. The reason why I started doing this research because my family, my nuclear family, my sister, my brother. My brother's usually informed, but my sisters. I want to give them information, just like my mom. I want to give them the information so I can ease their because they're scared.
Yeah.
They're scared. I'm like, okay, I did some research and I send it to them for them to read it. But again, there's help out there. If you lost your job, we're going. It's not that you lost your job. They're right now. They're not paying out anybody because there's no business out there.
Yeah, there's no business. There's nothing.
You do have. I believe some companies do still give you medical for a certain amount of time, but you can go unemployment, and unemployment is giving you an extra $600 on your unemployment. So that's an extra $2,400.
Yeah.
That you're getting.
And I did heard about a lot of companies that laid off their employees because they can't pay them, so that way they will get unemployment.
It's crazy. SeaWorld's one of them. I read 90%. They're letting go of 90% of their employees.
Yeah,
that's crazy, bro.
That's crazy. But
last time I checked, I think there was 3.3 million people already unemployed.
Wow. But in a sense, for them, it doesn't make sense because they're the overlord, they have money. But in a sense, it makes ways because that way they don't lose money and the government pays the people. But it's like now after this is all over, I gotta apply for a job again. Maybe I get it, maybe I won't. It's like
think about the competition.
Yeah.
Think about the competition.
Yes, it's gonna be crazy. Because, like I said,
we already received some emails, from the company saying, "Hey, we understand because of everything that's going on. If you can't make the payments, I read Canada froze mortgages till all this ends. Right? They froze the mortgages, so that a lot of people they don't have to pay mortgages.
Yeah.
With no surcharge, with no interest charge after that. That's amazing. There's a lot of countries out there that are doing great for the people.
Yes.
This country is one of them in a sense of the stimulus package. That one time that you're gonna get $1,200 if you meet the criteria. It doesn't seem like it's enough, but the unemployment section, should it's and again it varies state to state, right?
Yeah.
But $600, that's $2,400 a month. If you think about that. Now, some people will be like, man, that's more than what I make in my real job.
Yeah, some people...
The encouragement is not for you to quit your job and go unemployment.
Yeah.
Leave it up to the people that really need it.
Exactly.
Because they're going to need this.
Don't take advantage of the situation.
Yeah, and that's stuff like that is where people they start taking advantage of that. Or they'll go for it when they don't even need it. And then it screws up the system, and then it gets corrupted, and then because people take advantage of that, and that's the part that's sad because during this time you notice a lot of selfishness.
It is.
Also you also start noticing a lot of selflessness. Like a lot of people out there helping.
Yeah.
So there's good news out there. I know we're going through some tough time. This thing I wrote this on Facebook. I don't know if you've seen it. I wrote, if all the companies are furloughing, I can't pronounce that word, you know me, I always fuck it up. So, a lot of companies doing that, why don't we just shut down across the nation? And it's easier said than done, right? It has to go state by state. A dictatorship can be like, hey, shut down. Like, so North Korea, they can be like, hey, shut down, and they have to obey. in this country, I guess it's state by state. They would have to declare the shutdown and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if a lot of companies out there are letting people go because there's no traffic coming in, I believe we should just shut it down, quarantine for 2 weeks, wait for the spread to slow down, because there's people still, I can't believe this, up still today, not listening, bro.
Like, people are still like...
How many more people have to die?
Yeah. People don't understand it's for their own safety, the safety of their families, that they gotta stay at home. It's
not just their family, other people.
Other people,
right?
Other people.
Themselves.
Because, for example, let's say, I don't have it, but let's say if I do, and I go to your house, and your immune system is weaker than mine's, I get you infected, next thing you know, you're in a coma. And God forbid you pass away. Now, that's gonna be on me. I know a lot of people, it's like, oh, it was him, it wasn't me. So, but listen, you gotta take into consideration the pain all these families are going through right now. It's like they lost a loved one. There was a human being that was lost because someone else's carelessness. It's like, oh, I don't know.
One life lost matters.
So it was like,
and we lost 3,000 in this country, probably even more. After I upload this to YouTube, that count will probably go up higher.
Yeah.
Italy lost 10,000.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Then
I think worldwide we're at 36. That's already 30 or 77. I double checked that number. Yeah, but that's already too many people, too many lives lost.
Don't understand.
Yeah. So, on a happier note, if there's any happy things to, I'm trying to keep this more positive and all that. I'm trying to inform people as much as I could. Yeah. I finally got my first win in CLD Warzone.
Hey.
Yo, done by the 3 L's, bro. The 3 L's. I'm gonna say the 3 L's because it was done by me, Lewis. Lewis, the other Lewis from my department.
Okay.
And Lance. Bro, 3 L's or L3s. We ended up winning, bro. It was crazy. It was crazy, but it was an exciting moment. I was like, holy shit, my first win. I'm gonna probably post it up. But it was exciting. I've been playing it since it came out. And this is my first win.
Nice. You sent me a message saying COD. I'm like, okay, I'll get on.
I sent you a message saying, hey, get on. Yeah.
And I'm like, this guy.
So what happened was, right?
Let me see your excuse.
So after I sent you the message, my brother and my 2 nephews sent me, they get on. They're like, hey, do you want to play this? And I'm like, holy shit, I already sent Goldo the message. But they're already on. And I'm like, fuck. And then you would send me an invite. I'm like, I can't dish these guys and then go with Goldo, and I'm like, I just felt bad. I'm like, and then when I seen you got on Apex, I'm like, okay, all right, he just probably jumped on Apex. I probably would have got my win sooner with you and my team, but it was us. It was crazy. It was exciting. It was good to see myself get up on that helicopter. But it was exciting. But I was watching. Speaking of that, I was watching some YouTube videos. Because lately, that's been the thing, quarantine. By the way, I've been off for 4 days already, and I already want to go out there and work. That's why I say I understand people out there, they just want to get out the house. Yeah.
But you have an indoor pool, so you're fine. I don't have an indoor pool. I can't go to the pool.
I don't know if you can see, I got a tan. Look at that tan. I got a tan, and that's, for chilling outside, sunbathing. Because it hasn't rained out here in Florida. We're in Florida, by the way. It's not raining. It hasn't rained.
It hasn't rained. That's
at least on my side.
That's the odd part. Florida, it used to rain like every 2 minutes. Now, COVID-19, no rain. Even the rain's free. What the hell? And
this is, okay, April showers bring May flowers. So in April, hopefully, we get some rain. But the scary part, I don't want to get back into the bad news, but the scary part is, after this, we got hurricane season.
We do. So it's like...
So, prayers for those out there, praying, and let's just try to look at the positive things. My wife yesterday, she was talking to me. She was like, she seemed a little bit stressed out because all the things that she's watching on the news and she's reading, and a lot of people are losing their jobs. So my wife, understandably, she's stressed out. And then she's like, how do you do it? I'm like, how do I do what? She says, you're like here, laughing, watching videos like the world's not falling apart. I'm like, because it's not. We can't control that. We can't control. The part that we can control is staying home.
Yeah.
we can't control what's going on out there. We can't control there's a virus out there. We can't control that companies are letting people go. I can't control that.
True.
So I'm not stressing myself over that. And plus, based on the stimulus package with the unemployment, worst case scenario, if I was to lose my job, I'm gonna apply and see if I should be covered because it is part of the package.
Yeah.
And I'm getting let go because, again, I'm not being let go. I'm just saying the example and how I play it in my head, how I stay calm and collective, how I stay cool, and how I stay not stressed out. Is I think of we'll be fine.
True.
That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Plus, we've saved up for situations like this, emergencies like this. So, how long was that gonna last us? Should last us a long time, but at least for a couple of months, to hopefully everything blows over. But I can't control it. I can't control it. The part I can control is stay home.
Yeah.
Right? And keep it from spreading or keep myself from getting it. Because on top of the COVID-19, the coronavirus infection, you have people that have other health problems that the hospital are going to take care of. It's the reason why the Navy ship, the medical Navy ship is in Los Angeles and the other one is in New York. Because they're going to take care of people that don't have the coronavirus. They're going to move some of those patients over. So they're doing tests. They're doing tests to move them into the ship.
Yeah.
Change all that around. Goldo, dime algo. So, I seen you were playing Bleeding Edge, I think it is?
Yes, Bleeding Edge. Bleeding Edge.
I seen the trailer on it.
Yes, Bleeding Edge.
Talk to me about it. Tell us about it.
Yes, it's a 4v4 Overwatch melee style game. So you have 4 different
You said Overwatch?
Yeah, it's like Overwatch, but it's melee. So by melee, what I mean is, it's more close combat style.
Okay.
You do have your shooters, but it's just not like what do you call it? Like first person shooters. Like it's over the head shooters, stuff like that. And you do get different characters you play from. It is if you have the Xbox Game Pass, you can actually download it for free.
I've seen it. That's why I seen it
for $29.99. But it's not like I said, it's not super big. The game itself. The game it needs some touch-ups, yes, but it's still a fun game to play. Something different. Like I said, it's just capture objective and capture items in order for your team to win. It's a 4v4 player based, but I don't know how else to explain it. It has.
It's like a fighting, like brawling type of game, or is it a shooting game?
There is brawling and there is shooting. There's both. That's the thing.
Is it an arena style?
Yes, it is an arena style.
Okay.
So you do have this arena where you gotta either capture 3 points or you gotta capture these batteries, which is what gives you points at the end of the match.
Do they have special powers? Because I seen part of the trailer that I've seen is that it looks like they have special powers.
They do. They do have special powers. Most of the characters, every character has their own different ability. Now, you have your healers, you have your attacks, and you have your tanks. Those are going to be 3 different types of heroes you can choose from, and from there you go. They have Samurai, which is a pretty dope character. They have a rock star, which uses a guitar to fight. They have a little soldier girl that uses machine guns. They have a plague doctor that uses poison and medicines to heal people. Stuff like that. It's pretty. It's something different, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Is it fun?
Yeah, it's fun. I just wish they added more, because it's like I said, since this is just a $30 game, they didn't put too much into it. They just
maybe because they're just trying it out to see how it goes.
Correct. It's just online only as well.
Okay.
So it's not like I said, it's not like a super big story. It's just online only. Another game that I would recommend right now, that I was actually about to play, Ace Combat 7.
Actually, I downloaded that.
Me too.
I downloaded that. Is that multiplayer?
It is.
Ooh, so we could do missions together?
Yes.
Now, some would say that it would be better to play that game with an actual controller, airplane controller.
I'm trying to find one, but they're difficult to find.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just gonna use my controller. But I seen it on the Game Pass, and I'm like, once in a while I like playing, something out of the norm,
Yeah,
right?
something different.
It looks good. I love jets.
Me too.
As much as I hate flying, but I love jets. Now, how do you play that game? Do you play it inverted? Normally,
yes.
it's supposed to be inverted.
Yes, I always play flying games like that. I play it inverted, just because it's more realistic in a sense.
Okay.
Whatchamacallit?
It's I try to do the same thing, and then sometimes I just be like, you know what? Forget this. I'm just gonna go regular. So I'm gonna try to fight this one. I left it downloading yesterday as I was playing COD.
Yes.
Caught me that win.
Ago.
What? I'm excited about it.
Yes.
You're like, yo, this guy's a kid, bro. It's like 40 years old.
Yep.
And he's a kid. Yes, I am. I am.
No, but the game is pretty dope. I downloaded it because I played Ace Combat back in PS2, and it's a really good game that I liked. So I was like, hey, Ace Combat on the Xbox. Let me see how it looks like. So I downloaded it, and I haven't played it yet. I've been wanting to play
I left it downloaded in the background, so hopefully by the time I turn it on, it'll be up.
I mean, you have an Xbox One X. If you haven't played all night, or pretty much all night, it'll do overnight download, so you'll be set by now. And
did you get to sell your Xbox? Because I know you have the Xbox One X, and you were selling your Xbox.
Yes, I think I have it downstairs. I think.
Oh, okay.
Because I have my One X, and that's the one I'm using. I have the Gears of War one, which is a beautiful console, by the way. If you like Gears of War, very, very, very beautiful console.
Yeah.
Sadly, you can't get it no more. Pero I was lucky enough to buy it. Yes.
Talk about something new that you discovered while there's this quarantine. Some like new show, a new talent that you like, because there's a lot of boredom going out there. Yeah, there's a lot of boredom. I was like, yesterday I was just trimming the bushes. I was like, man, my wife was like, you must be bored. I'm like, yeah. So I was trimming the bushes yesterday, seeding the seeds. Putting nutrients in the seed, on the grass and stuff like that. And normally when she sees me doing that, she's like, you must be bored. Now, don't get me wrong. I do normally cut the grass and normally do trim some of the bushes outside. But it was one of those times she was like, well, you're giving me that look, bro. No. I do. I promise. I don't hire nobody to do that. Not yet. It's my peace of mind. But I usually wait a week after. I usually do everything at once, right? I cut the grass and trim and do everything at once. But this time I was like, man, there's nothing to do yesterday. And that's only 4 days in my house. Because I asked for Saturday, Sunday PTO before all this happening, before this quarantine thing. I asked, so they asked me, hey, do you want to work it? Or do you want to? I'm like, nah, I really want those days off. I need those 4 days. Yeah. So they gave me those 2 days, and then these Monday and Tuesday off. Also, I got a vacation coming up in 2 weeks. That my cousin was supposed to come down.
I have vacation coming up in 2 weeks too.
Huh?
I have vacation coming up in 2 weeks too.
No, I'm not saying I'm going for 2 weeks. In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, I'm not saying.
You going out somewhere? This is what I was proposing. I'm gonna propose this to you, right? If we're off next weekend, obviously we can't do nothing. We can't go out. We can't. You could go out, but you have to keep social distancing. Yeah. Maybe we should try to record more episodes and just have them. By the way, did we mention this is episode 6?
Yes, we did.
I'm like behind. I'm sorry. It's because you did the intro. You did a great job. The intro came out great. I'm normally the one who does it, but I wanted you to do it this time because I feel like it's our show. You should also be doing the intro. So I think it's great. Anybody thinks otherwise or agrees with me, comment on the bottom. Yes, Goldo's taking charge.
Goldo's taking charge.
Look at that. What was I? I lost my train of thought. I think we should try to record one episode. Try to do one a day. Do you think we're ready to do a live feed while we record?
Yes.
You think so? We should do like a live feed on Facebook?
Yeah, we can do that.
It would be cool if we were together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. But into the social distancing stuff, we're gonna continue doing this. Like I had to buy extra equipment just to get this going.
Yeah.
Last time my phone was on the bottom, and my nose was dripping. When I
Yeah.
looked down, for some reason during allergy season, my nose just started dripping. So this time I make sure, just in case.
You know.
So-
Gotta get the stuffies.
I still love your background, bro. It's one of my favorite things.
These guys. You got
Yeah.
the Kirby. Got the trace over here.
Yeah,
I'll show you guys next time, probably a different angle of what's going on here.
do like a actually for other stuff to keep the Instagram busy. You could do like shots of each corner of the
Yes.
room.
I have my camera right here next to me. I was actually gonna take pictures today of the game room and just post it up. I will not show you my address though.
We've been getting people commenting on our page. This guy, one of the guys that was commenting, he's like his favorite console was TurboGrafx 16.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he talked about that. I'm like, yeah, I do remember that. I never owned it. I went to a friend's house to play it, but I never owned the TurboGrafx 16. So I was having a conversation back and forth with him. Which I thought, I think it's cool. Interacting with people that watch this, I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, we appreciate you guys take your time to do watch us.
Indeed.
So-
We will be. We'll talk more about what if we do multiple episodes throughout the week. I think it's a good idea. That way, keep people busy, keeps us busy. We can do multiple videos throughout the week.
We'll try it out. And that's if we go on vacation at the same time, because I believe mine was supposed to be from the 19th to the 26th. But I ended up doing from the Sunday to like a Thursday
Okay.
or to a Wednesday. So 4 days.
Okay.
So if you're off during that same time, maybe we'll try it out.
Yeah.
No promises, but we're gonna try.
Yeah.
Depending if we're off at the same time. So other than that, we're still gonna do it once a week. Just to give everybody a heads up, if you haven't still caught on what type of show this is, this is just us talking about the different generations. I grew up in the 70s. I was born in the 70s. Grew up in the 80s. Goldo grew up born in the 90s. Grew up in the grew up in the 2000s. And then we just talk about the difference, during that era. In this era, even though in this episode we haven't much, because we're talking about the quarantine, how it's affecting us, how it's affecting you, how it's affecting everybody out there. And I just wanted to inform some people on that. So, again, we appreciate you for watching. We're not finished yet, unless you have another topic. Anything to say? Anything you want to add?
Yeah, so far, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been watching, supporting. If you guys have a topic in mind that we should talk or just slide by, comment down below. We do look at the comments. We do look at suggestions. We have open ears. And like he said, Generation Shock is more than just video games and stuff like that. It's all that we've been gone through, like since he was born in the 70s and I was born in the 90s, up to what it is today. How it all has changed and stuff like that. So if you have any topic in mind or something you might want to discuss, let us know.
We're trying to reach 100. We're at what, 52?
52
subscribers. We're trying to reach 100. If we can get to 100,
Thank you.
thank you. Help us spread the word.
Yes.
Share, like, comment, hit that bell, that notification. Other than that, I mean,
Everything so far so good. Final thing I just want to say is, please stay at home, be safe. Episode 7, we might see some interesting things. Who knows? Might have a special guest. Who knows? But any other than that, thank you for passing
You
by,
can fit
guys.
2 people in your room.
What?
You can fit 2 people in your room.
Oh yes. You see, I have a tracer here. She can talk
Yeah,
next time.
I know we're talking through FaceTime. You're on a computer. I'm on a tablet, but your camera picks a wide angle. I know the angle you're gonna get is really good.
Yes.
So
iPhone 11
next
Pro
week we might have a guest. It could be somebody that that you're living with right there.
Yes.
If he's down for it.
And my system went down, sadly, because my battery went down. But you guys, stay tuned. Come for more. My name is Josue or Gordo. Thank you for listening to Generation Shock, and welcome back to another episode next week.